old business. We have to have some appointments here, and the first appointment is the Joint Recreation Committee, and those who I've appointed is Jeff Gray, Mindy Fleshire, and myself, and Stephen McLean has finished his time up because he took Eugene's time that Eugene Christian was on the board, and I'm going to pass this around right here to everybody. Pass it on. And right here it says that there are 9 commissions, each 3 each from each municipality, and there are 9 commissions, and each of those are from represents the municipality, and that's the 3 cities. 3 from Churchill, 3 from Mount Carmel, 3 from Surgoinsville. And the first thing it says, and if anybody wants to read this, I've got several copies. It says, is duly appointed by the mayor of each represented city. So,
Mayor,
I've appointed these 3.
Is that a copy of the bylaws?
Right here?
Yeah. So, I mean, I think I probably need to speak on this as well.
Yeah.
I've spoken with the city attorney in Churchill, who the bylaws actually say will serve as the legal advisor for the commission. And he and I don't think that the bylaws control the appointment in this situation. The actual interlocal agreement, which the town's entered into, is the contract that creates the Joint Rec Commission. And this was back in 2011 that the interlocal agreement was entered into. And it hasn't been changed. It was adopted by ordinance in 2012. Let's see if I can get a date for you there.
It ended June the 30th.
Yeah, so June of 2012, we passed an ordinance adopting the interlocal agreement. So what it actually says is the commission, this is under organizations, section 2. The commission shall be composed of 9 members. The board of mayor and aldermen of each participating municipality shall appoint 3 residents to the commission to serve for a term of 4 years or until their successor is appointed. Now, it goes on down to state that vacancies on the commission, whether by death, resignation, or change of residence, shall be filled in the same manner as prescribed in C above, which is what I just read, only for the unexpired term. So, while I am in agreement that, Alderman McLean filled former Alderman Christian's remaining 2-year slot.
Right here it is.
Right. The board is actually the one that appoints the members to the rec commission. So, in the past, the way we've done this is the mayor comes up with all the committee appointments, places them in front of the board, and then the board votes on them. I mean, I don't know that semantically, I guess you could say it is somewhat different than the board appointing them. It is and it isn't. I mean, I think that the bylaws, there's clearly, as I've evidenced, a disconnect between the interlocal agreement and the bylaws. And I don't know why that is. I didn't draft these bylaws. In fact, I had to hunt just to find all this stuff. But the controlling document is going to be the contract. So the board's going to make the appointment. Now, how you all determine that you want to do that is up to you. You could take the list that the mayor's provided and vote on them. You could vote on each person individually if you'd like. And you can then decide if that's satisfactory. But that is the way that this has to operate. The board has to be the one that makes the appointment. So. That's my unfortunate legal analysis for some and not unfortunate for others. It just depends, I guess.
Do I have a motion to pass this?
Let me throw my 2 cents in before we go this. I'm not just trying to dispute what's on here, but I served on the recreation committee for years. One of the roughest jobs you'll ever have when there is actual ball games going on. There was one alderman from Mount Carmel, one alderman from Churchill. The other positions were filled by people in the community. You could not be a coach and serve on that committee.
They changed
Or if
that
you-
now.
No, they're changing it back, they're changing it back. How did they?
They're going back to no coaches. If you're on the rec committee, you won't be allowed to coach.
You can't even be assistant coach. And,
That's the way it
Now,
used
he
to
told
be.
me just the other day that, they had changed it to, that you can be cause they're having such a hard time getting, coaches.
but now they're not, that's why they're changing it back, now they're not. And also, they recommend for us not have our mayor on the board, because
That's a
everybody else has
recommendation.
an alderman and 2 public people. They said, don't look right for us having our mayor there, and they're not having their mayor. Churchill don't have a mayor on there, neither does Surgoinsville. They don't feel comfortable with us having a mayor and an alderman and 1 citizen. They recommend 2
Well, we haven't
citizens.
been with them yet.
I'm just going by with a phone call I got today though. I was just done my
Who
research.
called you today?
I talked to the chairman of the board, directly. And they recommend us a 2 citizens and an alderman. That's what they recommend. That way it'd be fair for every family.
So John, what did you recommend to go by, the bylaws or
The contract, the interlocal agreement controls. The board makes the board, I mean, it says very explicitly, the BMA of each participating municipality shall appoint 3 residents to the commission to serve for a term of 4 years or until their successor is appointed.
and
So
one shall be?
it doesn't say anything about who they have to be. There's no statement as to that effect.
And on what I gave you the other day, it said that.
Yeah, but that was I think that was something different though.
And, only one could be, I think it stated as an employee or staff or employee.
A staff employee of each participating municipality may be designated to serve as an ex officio non-voting member of the commission, is what the contract says.
Right. If you're an alderman, you can't be an officer on the committee.
I don't know that you're necessarily a staff member if you're an alderman though.
You're not.
You're a governing body member.
But I mean, it don't matter to me, I just wanted it done by the rules.
Right.
I wasn't trying, which,
Well, and that's why I looked it up, and I mean,
and if I may ask, when did Eugene's 4-year term end?
It goes by,
He was-
the
he
time
was-
that you're voted president until the next president.
So he was-
So
he
it's
was-
4 years.
he was put in 2016, 2017, so when you came on in 2019, that would have been 2 years.
So he was on there. when-
What about Mr. Mock?
That I don't know.
that-
I have
he
no
was
idea
the
about that.
same. It goes by president to president election.
Hmm.
But here's the problem that, I mean, like I say, it really don't matter to me, it just smacked the face, and I went to the meeting, they told me I wasn't on anymore. But, if all 3 cities appoint an alderman and a mayor or 2 aldermen, your officers of the committee is already decided. You've only got 3 left, because you can't be on the city council and be a member of, or an officer on the committee.
Yeah.
Is that how you interpreted it, John? That, I mean, that was
Well-
what my experience was the years I served. If you, as he said, as an alderman, I wasn't supposed to be the chairman.
Right.
Yeah, chairman.
Yeah, but who's gonna represent Mount Carmel?
Well, they have a chairman. We don't have a chairman here. They have
Yeah,
a
so the
chairman.
bylaws do say, no officer may serve for more than 2 years consecutively in the same office, nor shall an officer be an elected official representing any of the municipalities as to avoid conflict of interest. So the bylaws back up what y'all are saying. The bylaws need to be tweaked, obviously, since they disagree with the document creating the commission, but I don't think we should blatantly violate them when there's not a disagreement. I mean, we have to take the portions that are incongruous and determine what controls. For things that aren't spelled out in the contract, I think the bylaws would control. So you wouldn't have governing body members on the, whatever it was called, on the, they can't be officers, so.
Right.
So,
They cannot be the chairman.
I guess you're the same as Darby. I mean, if you're wanting to coach or be involved in rec part of it, which I usually am, and, they, at the last time we was down there, which I talked to Chris Christian too, Dennis, Mayor Churchill is wanting them to go back to that you can't be on the committee and coach, so I wouldn't be interested in it anyway.
Well,
And if
let me
anybody
ask
that's
you
wanting to
something.
do this, if they're wanting on this committee, you better think about that, because I'm pretty sure that when they voted on the first meeting they had.
well, let me ask you something. What gives Dennis Deal the right to make these decisions without the other two mayors?
Well, that's something I think that we need to do at our next workshop, is look into this park and rec thing. I mean, we give $66,000 a year toward this. If you read into it, it says that the town will be billed at cost. But from what I can find or do, Mike might be able to share some on this, we just pay that amount. The rec league does not do a budget that I can find. And
They send us a bill.
once they Churchill
Well,
runs
I just know that
runs different than Mount Carmel.
Well, since I've been on here, I've signed 2 checks going to them.
I would like to know
Well,
where the money's going to, since there's no sports going on, where's the money going to then? What's this painful? I mean,
Well,
there's
that's,
no coaches right now.
that's probably,
look
you
in
need to
our,
go to a meeting and ask them.
Yeah.
If you look in our budget, I think this is right, it's, 46,000 goes toward the director's wage, and we are paying 40%. They is $20,000 goes to, from what I can find out, is equipment. Nobody has a spreadsheet of what's bought, what's spent, what money we give, from what the time I was on there, that I can find out, goes directly into Churchill's general fund.
This is weird, since there's no games going on and nothing, and we're still paying this much money.
We'll
That
go
was-
to the next meeting they have and bring that up.
That was a big complaint I had in the softball, baseball, a lot of safety equipment looked like something come out of the budget. We had to tape knee guards on, we had to take Velcro and run around just to keep the shin guards and stuff on the kids. And for that type of money, I don't think we should have to do that.
Excuse me, like you're asking the wrong people, wrong just for people that didn't.
Wait a minute, you cannot make any comments until the end, please.
I'm sorry.
But Churchill and Mount Carmel both supposedly put in the same amount of money, and Surgoinsville comes in at a 20%.
Yes, that's right.
So,
We pay the same amount as Churchill.
and come March, next month, I think the next one, will be a 1-year anniversary of the rec league not doing anything.
Is that something that we can put on the, kind of put on the next workshop to kind of get this vote going, get the appointments going, but look at the direction committee sometime in the workshop in the future? Because that's, we're totally getting sidetracked from appointments, and I know we still got a long way to go, so,
Yeah.
I make the motion that we approve it as written.
We have a
Do I
motion
have
on
a
the floor.
second? You second it?
What's the motion?
To
Approve.
as written.
Approve it as read, as he is right now.
Would we like to do a voice vote or a call?
Yes.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Mike?
We'd like to do a
Roll call.
call vote. Is there any further discussion on it? the motion is to approve as presented. Alderman Mindy Fleshauer,
Yes.
Alderman John Gibson,
Yes.
Alderman Jim Gillum,
Yes.
Alderman Stephen McLean,
No.
Alderman Darby Patrick,
No.
Vice Mayor Teresa Mock,
I'll say yes.
Mayor Pat Stillwell,
Yes.
Alderman Jim Gillum.
No.
Passed, didn't it?
Passes.